Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Major General Raza, DG, Institute for Strategic Studies, Research and Analysis, Honorable Federal Ministers, faculty members, academia, government officials, participants of security workshop, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum. It's really a great honor to be here and standing before you. Galaxy of experts in various walks of life, coming from universities, trade and industry, security, defense, and of course, Pakistan's most important component, and that is how to define security in this day and age. I am very convinced that our national security has direct linkage with economic security, and both go hand in hand. सबको मुबारकबाद. हमारा जो स्टॉक एक्सचेंज जो आज 1 लाख पॉइंट्स को क्रॉस कर गया है, और मैं ये बात बड़े अदब से कहना चाहता हूँ. इसमें मेरा या वज़ीर ख़ज़ाना का या डिप्टी प्राइम मिनिस्टर का कमाल नहीं है. ये एक यकीनन इट्स अ टीम एफर्ट, untiring efforts, no two opinions about it, and of course very close coordination between the federal government and all stakeholders. But it is all about sentiment, business sentiment. People thought and they believed that Pakistan is slowly but surely moving in the right direction. And the case in point is, day before yesterday, what was happening here in Islamabad. As a result of that, stock exchange had a steep fall, probably the biggest fall in its history. It fell by 4,000 points, and look at very quick rally. Yesterday, again it jumped by more than 3,000 points, and today it crossed 100,000 points. I think this is the biggest mark in Pakistan's history. So what I'm saying is that if we are economically strong, we have our exports growing, our industrial base expanding, jobs, productive jobs being provided, bureaucracy efficient and agile, economic security will automatically strengthen our critical security, and vice versa. Unfortunately, and this is a fact of matter, and we should accept this without any qualms, that over a period of time, spanning over decades, our economic progress slowed down, rather deteriorated. And this was the result of various factors. One I have just explained, and I need not go into details of it. Second, policies which were not implemented with sincerity of purpose and with hard work and untiring efforts. 3, unfortunately, despite brilliant minds we have in this country, and some of them sitting in this hall, whether bureaucrats, professionals, businessmen, teachers, professors, experts, on the whole, this started declining in the previous decades. We need to have very serious stock take. As I speak, we are still facing humongous challenges. You all know that in June 2023, it was touch and go. Pakistan was at the verge of default. And here I'm not going to go into any kind of political point scoring. Suffice it to say that for a variety of reasons, we all know we were at the verge of default. And I cannot thank Almighty's infinite blessings and mercy. In Paris, we struck the deal with MD IMF, and that's how Pakistan, through a standby agreement, saved the day. And then this year, through very comprehensive dialogue with IMF, our government has been able to get this 37-month-long program approved by IMF in September this year. And one main thing is clear, that it had to bring more hardship to the people of Pakistan. Well, we had no choice. And I pray to God Almighty that let this be the last time we would ever engage with IMF, and never again. Easier said than done. It requires a very comprehensive plan. I'm inshallah going to unroll it in the next few days. Had it not been for these dharnas and chaos in Islamabad, I would have done it a few days earlier. But plans, we have seen plans over 76 years in our history. Brilliant plans. But what was missing was the will to do, the will to implement it in letter and spirit. And I think I want to, in all humility, want to share with you that this will be a plan called homegrown plan. And I want to make this categorical statement before this august assembly of brilliant Pakistanis, and through these cameras to the four nook and corner of Pakistan, to 250 million Pakistanis, that I will do my best along with my colleagues to implement this plan in letter and spirit and transform Pakistan's economic landscape. Again, easier said than done. It would require blood and sweat, a journey, a long journey, a thorny journey of hard work and untiring efforts. Ladies and gentlemen, another point I'd like to mention, that today, other than our economic challenge, is our security challenge. And this is staring in our faces like never before. We all know, and I think our memories are refreshed with those stories of gallantry and brave soldiers of Pakistan Army, law enforcing agencies, civilians, politicians, doctors, nurses, skilled workers, children, mothers, from every walk of life. People sacrificed to defeat terrorism, and it was something, a challenge which was really one of the toughest challenges in our history. But during PM Nawaz Sharif's government, Pakistan brave armed forces, law enforcing agencies, Pakistan brave people, traders, doctors, engineers, politicians, they defeated this menace hands down. 1,000 people were martyred. And our economic losses touched a figure of $130 billion. Of course, we got a fraction of these losses. When I say fraction, I believe not more than 10 or 15%. The rest, Pakistan had to bear from its scarce resources, its own coffers. and we didn't have the space to bear this huge loss. But what an irony of fate that this monster has come back. It is showing its ugly face again. And as I speak, on a daily basis, there is a sad incident in south of KP, in Balochistan. There is anti-Pakistan nefarious elements are driving this nefarious scheme over there through active support of Pakistan's enemies. And as if this is not enough, what happened in Parachanar just a few days ago, innocent Pakistanis were butchered by both sides. And as if this was not enough, there was Lashkar Kashi on Islamabad. And thousands of people were marching with guns in their hands and lots of other kind of ammunition to create all kind of uncertainty and chaos, which they really wanted to destroy this hard-earned stability in terms of bringing down our inflation rate from 32% last year to less than 7% as I speak. Our exports gradually increasing, our remittances gradually increasing, IT exports, a big surge, stock exchange skyrocketing. This is what people of Pakistan have been dreaming and demanding for ages, and this is what anti-Pakistan elements and enemies of Pakistan want to really destroy. So there is a very limited choice and option. And the only option is that no matter what, we have to commit all our energies and our resources towards promoting Pakistan's economic well-being. So, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want to go into a long-winded speech. Suffice it to say that together we have to protect Pakistan's future. Together we have to march forward, and this can only happen through unity of thought and action. Pakistan Paindawar.